And then we have the final scene translated into modern English, and everything you see on the screen comes from the ebook. Starts with Malcolm, and he says, "I wish our friends could have survived this battle." Seward says, "Some people must die in every battle, and still, by looking at the men around me, I don't think our great victory cost us too much." Malcolm says, "Macduff is missing, and your noble son, young Seward." And Ross says, "Your son, my lord, has paid the ultimate price of being a soldier, death. He only lived until he was barely a man, but he proved he was a man by the way he fought and died." And Seward asks, "So he is dead?" Ross says, "Yes, and his body has been brought from the battlefield. Your sorrow must not be equal to his worth, otherwise you would never stop grieving for him." Seward says, "Were his wounds to his front?" And that's a quotation I'll analyse in the next video. "Yes, on his front." "Well then, he's God's soldier now. If I had as many sons as I do hairs, I could not wish them a more honourable death than he had, so that's it." Malcolm says he's worth more mourning than that, and I will mourn for him. Seward says he's worth no more. They have said that he died well and paid his price, and so God be with him. Here comes good news. In comes Macduff, carrying Macbeth's head. Macduff says, "Hail, King, for that is what you now are. Here I have Macbeth's cursed head. We are free of him. I see that you've all the best noblemen of Scotland standing around you, and we're all thinking the same thing, so let's join together in a loud cheer. Hail, King of Scotland!" And everybody shouts, "Hail, King of Scotland!" apart from Macbeth's head, which is hanging in his hand. Malcolm says, "It won't be long before I reward all of you for your honour and loyalty. My lords and kingsmen, I name all of you earls, the first earls that Scotland has had. We have much to do at this new beginning for our country. We must call home all our exiled friends who fled the watchful traps of Macbeth, and we must bring to justice all of the evil people who worked with this dead butcher and his evil queen, who, according to rumour, has killed herself. This and anything else God requires us to do will be done in the right time and place. So I thank each and every one of you, and I invite you all to come and watch me be crowned at Scone." And then the play ends. If you've gone all the way through the video series, absolutely well done to you. Put a comment in the description to let me know so I can see how many people go through the entire playlist. And if you haven't done so already, please pick up the revision guide on which these videos are based. It's just £2 if you follow the link in the description of this video. So here we are on Act 5, Scene 9. And in this scene, we notice the king is dead. Long live the king. Macbeth has been killed, his head cut off, and now everyone gathers round to celebrate. Now, considering the emotion and tension in the build-up to the previous scene, this final scene is very difficult to find entertaining or engaging in any sense. It's clear that the driving force for the whole play is its namesake, Macbeth, and without him it becomes quite pedestrian and dull. The only notable thing about this scene is that order has been restored. This natural order that we met earlier was disrupted by Macbeth, and now that he has been removed and Malcolm has become king, or at least is about to become king, everything's been put right. In the last words of the play, Macbeth is referred to as a butcher, Lady Macbeth as his fiend-like queen, proving a complete and total contrast to how he is introduced at the beginning. So as you can see, Macbeth is your classic tragic hero, a good man with a flaw who ultimately ends up dead. There's a big debate over whether he was just a sort of good guy who was led astray, or whether he was a bad guy who just took advantage of those around him and the prophecies to enact what he's had always wanted to do. But as I say, I hope you found this video series useful. Please do subscribe to the channel.